pieces of garbage! Come!
What was that?
Did you see?
The first video tonight comes from Real Investigation Paranormal, a UK-based paranormal exploration channel focused on cryptid investigations and spiritual fieldwork. The channel documents first-person explorations in forests and remote locations linked to reported sightings, combining live reactions, environmental sounds, and spiritual interpretations rather than structured experiments. It is March 16, 2023, in Hoppers Forest, United Kingdom.
Wow, this looks spooky as hell. Do I legally break it down? Or can you get in? Oh, how nice. So picturesque. It's lovely. You can see it now. It's all coming together. It's going to be a hell. Is it private property, it says? Maybe this is to keep the Dogman out.
The presenter enters Hoppers Forest, immediately commenting on its unsettling appearance and the presence of keep out and private property signs. They explain they are investigating the area after receiving an anonymous report of a Dogman sighting 2 weeks earlier. As they move deeper into the woodland, the presenter highlights the forest's size, around 6.5 kilometers, and how easily someone could become lost within it. They describe sensing dense energy in the area. What begins as nervous joking gradually shifts into a more serious tone as the isolation becomes apparent.
Wait, did you just see that smoke? Oh, God. Oh, what was that? Did you just hear that?
A sharp, unexpected sound echoes from somewhere in the forest. The presenter immediately reacts, asking whether the noise was captured on camera. Their tone changes, and visible unease sets in.
You know what? This is not funny. That is weird. I just saw something and it literally, I don't know, because I'm a bit worried.
Admitting they may be lost, the presenter repeatedly questions which direction leads back. Anxiety increases as they attempt to eliminate possible routes, struggling to orient themselves within the dense woodland.
Did you see that? Oh my God. Yeah, that weren't normal. That weren't a dog. I don't know if I've just caught that on camera.
They claim to see something move between the trees. Concern becomes clear in their voice as they acknowledge how fear, combined with unfamiliar terrain, can quickly escalate into a dangerous situation. The tension peaks when the presenter reacts in panic after spotting a fast-moving figure. They describe it as resembling a man, but not entirely human. Without attempting to investigate further, they decide to leave immediately. Their fear remains intense, repeating how unnatural the movement felt.
Oh, no, it's all right, guys. All right. Oh, God. I need to freaking cut my leg open.
After fleeing, the presenter notices a cut on their leg, likely sustained while running through undergrowth. They appear visibly shaken, trembling slightly while trying to steady their breathing. The video ends with the presenter clearly distressed, stating they were unwilling to stay and determine what the figure truly was. They concede it could have been a dogman, a person, or something else entirely, but insist its speed and movement did not feel normal. They warn viewers about the risks of entering remote woodland alone and emphasize how frightening the experience felt in the moment. The investigation leaves them unsettled, with the possibility of returning for a night visit, left open, depending on audience demand. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the video so far, leaving a like really helps. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and that's entirely because of you. The next target is 100,000 before the end of the year. Ambitious, but worth aiming for. There's a hidden word somewhere in this video. See if you can spot it. Now, let's continue. The next horrifying video comes from Bigum's Delicious, a solo outdoor exploration channel focused on eerie wilderness experiences and cryptid curiosity. The creator frequently places themselves alone in remote locations, documenting moments of extreme silence, unease, and psychological tension, often framed as possible Sasquatch or unknown presence encounters. It is December 9th, 2025, at an exact location not stated. The setting appears to be a remote outdoor area.
I wish you guys knew how still it is here. It is creepy still. Unlike anywhere else, this is really, really weird. For you faggots around here, oh man, they can't do shit.
The video begins with the creator alone in a remote clearing, immediately commenting on how unnaturally still and silent the surroundings feel. They describe the quiet as creepy and unlike anywhere they have previously explored. Despite the unease, there is visible excitement in their tone. The tension builds slowly as they take in the isolation, balancing fascination with nervous anticipation. The creator suddenly begins shouting into the darkness, taunting any unseen presence and daring it to reveal itself. They use confrontational language, attempting to provoke a reaction. The forest offers no response.
You are abominations! Pieces of garbage!
The silence that follows feels heavier than before, intensifying the psychological pressure of being alone. A sudden shadow or movement in the peripheral view startles the creator, briefly breaking their confidence. They react sharply, scanning the area, but nothing further materializes. The stillness returns almost instantly, leaving the moment unexplained.
Yeah, fuck, that creeped me out. So, shadow kind of got me there for a second.
After the brief scare, the creator reflects on their attraction to isolated environments and the adrenaline that comes from testing fear in complete silence. While no clear evidence of a creature or presence is captured, the oppressive quiet and the shadow incident create a lingering sense of unease. The video ends without answers, relying on atmosphere rather than confirmation, and leaving viewers with the unsettling feeling that something may have been just out of sight. The next chilling video comes from Camping with Sasquatch, a US-based cryptid and outdoor channel documenting solo camping, night hikes, and unusual wildlife activity. The content focuses on Bigfoot/Sasquatch sightings, eerie forest phenomena, and immersive bushcraft experiences. It is April 29th, 2025, in East Texas, USA. The adventurer approaches a meadow bordered by dense woodland, immediately noting unusual bent and arched tree structures. Fallen logs and thick formations create narrow corridors that limit visibility. He sets up audio recorders to capture nocturnal sounds. Distant owl calls echo through the trees, giving the quiet landscape a subtle but watchful atmosphere.
I'm out here in Texas, kind of in a meadow. Little meadow. I don't know what I just found here, but if that is scat, there's my shoe next to it. Look at this. That is freaking huge, if that's what it is. And there's a couple more pieces over here. No way, right? Maybe it's a huge hog or something else. That's freaking enormous though. As big as my foot. There's no way.
While it could belong to a large wild boar, he admits uncertainty. The discovery immediately shifts his posture from curious to cautious.
Nice barred owl calls. See if they do it again. I just heard a tree crash. Right that way. The tree crash came from the same direction as the owl calls.
He sets additional recorders near the direction of previous howls. The surrounding woods feel active, with dense bends and fallen timber reducing sightlines. Subtle noises carry unpredictably in the darkness, reinforcing the sense that something could be nearby, but unseen.
There's some howls. Wow. This trail has a vibe to it. You can smell something too. So I've been hiking a little bit, and just sitting once in a while, listening. I'm hoping some of those howls I just recorded were closer to my mics so they came in better. But I think I got them pretty good. Definitely an eerie night. I wasn't really feeling it with that trail I was on, so I turned around, kind of got a vibe, smelled something, and I don't know. Don't need to find out.
During a night hike along the trail, deep howls resonate through the trees. At the same time, a strong, unfamiliar smell fills the air. With visibility limited and the forest feeling increasingly oppressive, he chooses to retreat while keeping the camera recording. The East Texas forest leaves a lasting impression. Between unusual tree formations, large scat, sudden crashes, distant howls, and unexplained smells, the experience blends identifiable wildlife behavior with lingering uncertainty. He departs with audio recordings and footage for later analysis, planning a return visit to further investigate what might be inhabiting the area. The next shocking video of the night comes from Kinsley and Honey, a UK-based outdoor adventure channel focused on solo and duo wild camping, bushcraft skills, and survival exploration in remote terrain. Their content is known for unfiltered reactions, real-time decision-making, and documenting genuine environmental dangers rather than staged scenarios. It is January 12, 2026, in a remote wilderness area, United States.
Be careful, because there used to be a fence right here. It's always looked like this, though. Turn them off a little bit closer. Look. You didn't know that was there.
Wow.
You walked right over it. Don't get too close. I can't look down because it makes me freak out.
Wow.
So,
What?
it's loose lock. Don't get so close. If you fall off that, I will freak out. I won't know what to do. Because down there, and I'll be up here.
Are you alright? That's what you do. You alright down there? Wow, this is crazy. Why don't they have the fence up? This is very dangerous.
Kinsley and Honey move cautiously through a rugged, fog-covered landscape, using handheld lights to navigate uneven ground. They repeatedly warn each other about a fence that once marked the edge of the terrain, but now appears to be missing. Visibility is poor, and the ground looks unstable underfoot. As they scan plants, moss, and rock formations, their tone remains alert and measured, aware that one wrong step in these conditions could have serious consequences. They confirm the fence has completely collapsed, exposing a steep, unprotected drop. Both immediately stop short. The absence of any barrier makes the hazard far more dangerous than expected, and they question why it has not been secured.
That gives me vertigo looking up. With that being like that way.
That's like a wet rock.
Yeah.
Like just wet.
It's been moved too, look.
I know, why?
I don't know, what's been out here?
Wet up here, like, what's it?
Nearby, wet rocks appear recently disturbed, despite the ground beneath them being dry. The unexplained movement raises concern about whether the terrain is still shifting or unstable.
Is that the ones that spit?
Yep, there's some big ones, but they're smushed.
Oh, that's the ones you gave me.
They spit at you, and they never spit at you?
I never
There
did.
was two different kinds. I don't think I gave you the spitting ones. We got the spitting ones.
They identify a cactus species capable of projecting fine spines without direct contact. Previous encounters with similar plants are mentioned, reinforcing how easily injury can occur in harsh wilderness environments. As fog thickens and damp air settles across the area, standing water collects in potholes around them. Battery levels begin to fail, and Kinsley's phone eventually dies, cutting their primary light source. The abrupt loss of visibility forces an immediate end to the exploration. The experience underscores how quickly remote terrain can become hazardous when poor visibility, unstable ground, and natural environmental risks combine without warning. The next video comes from The Journey is the Destination, a solo paranormal exploration and cryptid investigation channel focused on remote forests and swamps. The creator is known for lone night expeditions, on-location reactions, alleged Bigfoot activity, unexplained sounds, shadow sightings, and the use of communication devices while deep in isolated wilderness. It is December 31st, 2024, at Horseshoe Bend, Florida, United States.
All right, we have made it out to some fairly creepy woods. I've already made the trek. It's about 2.5, 3 miles to get back to this location back here. We're at Horseshoe Bend tonight. We're at Horseshoe Bend tonight. I swear to God, that was 2 knocks.
Shortly after arriving deep in the woods, the explorer becomes visibly anxious when 2 loud, close-range knocks echo through the trees. The sound is powerful and close enough to immediately trigger panic. He explains the knocks resemble activity he has previously experienced in this same location, and admits he feels on edge almost instantly. He states he is approximately 2.5 to 3 miles into remote woodland and swamp, surrounded on all sides, with a river nearby and limited easy exit routes.
That really got me off my game a little bit because I wasn't expecting it to start right away. Now, the last time I was here, I also saw the weirdest looking humanoid creature. It had like black eyes. It was so creepy. And on my way out of here, I got lost for about 30 minutes. Then I found my way out. And then every so often on my way home, all the way out of these woods, I kept seeing this thing, and I'm getting chills just talking about it. It freaked me the hell out. But we're off to a good start with...
The explorer recalls earlier visits to the area including discovering what he believes were unusual footprints and previously seeing a strange, humanoid-shaped figure. The memory intensifies the present tension, as the fresh knocks suggest something may already be active around him.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I don't see any gigantic acorns on this tree. What the heck was that?
While scanning the tree line, he reacts to what appears to be a shadow moving behind a tree, as if something stepped out of sight. No clear figure is captured, but the movement appears deliberate enough to unsettle him.
This area over here seems to be full of something. I found the footprints over here. I've seen the creature over this way.
Shadow.
A shadow?
Near an area where he previously documented footprints, the environment feels noticeably colder. The swamp becomes thicker, water levels rise around him, and movement stirs nearby. He repeatedly states he senses a presence and reacts to further shadow-like movement near the trees.
I'm not gonna lie. That either the cold front finally kicked in or something creepy is freaking following me, because it is ice cold behind me. Trying not to have a little bit of a panic attack right now, because honestly, I do not trust kids. I do not believe that God leaves children on earth.
Billy.
Hi, Billy. What the hell?
As he begins to leave, heavy movement is heard in the branches nearby, distinctly larger than small wildlife. The sound appears to move parallel to his direction of travel, creating the impression that something is following him as he exits the swamp. The investigation ends with the explorer safely leaving the swamp after several hours inside the area. He reflects on the night as intense and deeply unsettling, highlighting the close-range knocks, unexplained impacts, shadow movement, communication responses, and the persistent feeling of being tracked. He states he intends to carefully review the audio and footage for additional evidence and encourages viewers to listen closely for details that may have gone unnoticed before closing the investigation. Before we get into the next clip, around 70% of people watching aren't subscribed. We're working toward 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you're enjoying the video, hitting subscribe really does help. All right, let's get back to it. The last video of the night comes from SOM Investigators, UK-based paranormal investigation channel that captures immersive, real-time explorations of reportedly haunted locations. Known for minimal exaggeration, on-location reactions, and the use of cameras and spirit talkers to document unexplained activity. It is February 7th, 2026 in Epping Forest, England, United Kingdom.
That's the pond. Did you just touch the back of my bag?
No.
Jax, something just touched the back of my bag.
Harry and Jack enter the dark, eerily silent forest at midnight, heading toward Lawn Camp and the area locally known as the Suicide Pond. The woodland feels unusually still, heavy and enclosed. They joke lightly to manage nerves, but both acknowledge an uncomfortable sense of being watched as they move deeper beneath the trees.
When there's feeling that something is pursuing us back to the entrance, to the point where I'm saying to Jack, bro, you look one way, I'll look the other way.
So Harry and I end up walking backwards up this hill, right? Having just experienced one of the more scary things we've had happen. We're both terrified.
As they attempt to move back toward the road, both investigators report a persistent feeling of being followed. Rather than turning their backs fully, they walk backward up a hill, scanning the darkness and keeping their cameras trained on the tree line.
Just get really f***ing bad.
That sort of noise, bro.
Okay. No.
No.
Stop. We do not give you permission to do anything. Jack, watch my back. You do not have permission to follow us. In Jesus' name, you stay here.
One of these huge footsteps break in the branch, and then on the spirit talker immediately begin.
We're terrified. There's a big old snap, and we don't know what to do.
I mean, what are we supposed to think in this moment? So yeah, we retreat.
No.
During a spirit talker session, loud footsteps and the clear snap of a branch are heard close by. The sounds appear deliberate and heavy enough to stand out from normal woodland noise. The combination of device communication and physical disturbance intensifies their unease.
I was going to put my bag in the boot.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah. What was that?
After retreating to their car at the edge of the forest, a deep growl echoes from within the trees. The sound carries across the darkness and is strong enough to stop them mid-conversation. Even from the perceived safety of the vehicle, the forest does not feel empty. What begins as a cautious midnight walk escalates into a series of unsettling events. A physical bag pull, the sensation of being followed, unexplained footsteps, and a final growl from the tree line. While natural explanations cannot be ruled out in a large woodland like Epping Forest, the timing and proximity of each event leave the investigators shaken. They end the night safely, but acknowledge that the atmosphere felt far from ordinary, stating their intention to return, better prepared for whatever may be present, deeper within the forest. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.